Hey everyone, Beth Brown here with Usborne Books and More. Welcome to the Facebook party. This is the portion of the party that we are actually going to be live. And I'm going to be talking to you about the different books that we have in the different genres. So let's get started. This is going to be our first video of the night, and we're going to be talking about baby and toddler books. So first we have our stroller books. This is the jungle one, and we have about two other ones, maybe three, I think two. And it has this really nice bungee cord with this circle, and it can hook onto your stroller, it can hook onto your diaper bag, it can hook onto the back of the car or the car seat, so you can just have it pretty much wherever you go. It has these nice little finger trails here that the kids can do, all kinds of cute little illustrations. A nice thing to just throw in your diaper bag and be on your way. Next is the baby's very first little black and white library. It comes with this really nice cardboard box, 4 books, Going Out, Faces, Animals, and Babies. What I like about these is that in each one, it has these really great contrasting colors, thick black lines so the baby can really focus on what they're looking at. And a really cute way for you to just put baby on your lap and just read a quick book to them so that they can pay attention and not lose focus. We have a few other little cardboard little box sets of books on the website you can check out too. This is a very cute baby shower idea for like a gift. Also, the stroller book is really cute too. All of these are really good ideas, actually. My Wild Animal World is a really great book because it comes in this nice little case, and it has all these different little books. And in each individual book, it talks about what the animal eats, where they live, what their babies are called, and they're very thick pages, so you can gnaw, not you, but your children can gnaw on them, throw them, hopefully not, but build with them. They make really nice blocks to build on top of. But the really cool thing about this is that if you look in the back here, it has a picture that is exactly the same as the book. So it becomes a matching game as well. So while my daughter is looking at some of them, my 3-year-old son will take the rest, dump them out, and then put them back in. So it's versatile for all ages and a really fun little activity set there. Next is Under the Sea. We have 2 other ones called On the Farm and 1, 2, 3. Basically, it's like this accordion style book. Big black and white pictures on the front, and on the back, this really nice 4-page color spread about the ocean. And what's really neat about this is it's made for tummy time. So for those babies who are right in on tummy time, you can literally stand it up. And if you see, my hands are not on it, and it's just standing up really nicely. So for those babies who are not yet ready to roll over, and so they kind of just sit there. Oh, those days. I love those days. This is a nice thing for them to kind of look at, to engage them, to train their eyes to kind of focus on things. Great little book. The Very First Words book is a nice book for you and baby to kind of start that reading journey together. So you can put baby on your lap, and you can take their little fingers and you can point to each thing and say, oh, skirt, boots. And so they really get that literacy reinforcement there, and at a very small, short attention span level. The pictures are really nice and really clear, and just really a great book for, again, starting that reading journey. So when you're looking at, a really small child, they're looking at you opening the book, turning the pages this way, not this way, but it goes this way. And so sooner or later, they'll start to pick up books and look at them that way as well. That's Not My is probably one of our more famous series here at Usborne. I've seen them all over the place in churches, in schools, libraries, all kinds of places. So it's a really, really neat series. It's a touchy-feely series, and we have all kinds of different topics. We have dogs, we have cats, we have dragons and monsters and dinosaurs and princesses and fairies and all kinds of things. So the book is a 2-page spread here. Each page has a tactile on it, really thick black lines so that your children can focus easily on what they're doing. These nice black words here so that they can focus on the words. And then if you notice here, there's this little mouse He's on each page, and it's kind of like a hide and seek. Can you find the mouse? To us, it's really not that hard, but to a child who, again, is just starting, excuse me, starting to use their eyes to look for things, this is actually, it's a fun little game for them. So again, on each page is a tactile. Nice thick pages, nice fluffy ears, and things like that. Again, a great series, lots of topics. Baby's first slide and see is that beginning flat book. When you don't trust your kids with flat books, this is the great thing for that. So these are, this little feature here, this slide feature, is protected in between these really thick pages, so there's absolutely no way that your child can get in there and rip this out, or to bend it, or to do anything like that. But again, it has these nice little finger trails, and what I love about these finger trails that I didn't mention in the stroller books is that they actually, on a subconscious level, they teach our children that we read from left to right. And so they'll just take their finger and they'll just keep going like this, keep going like this. And so they'll learn to start at the left and then go right. Again, a nice little slide option. So it's a great book too. This is probably one of my favorites in this genre that we have. It's called The Animal Hide and Seek. These characters actually come from another one of our books called The Complete Book of Farmyard Tales. I'll touch on that a little bit later, but it's a touchy-feely book as well as a flat book. And it's a number book because there's different animals that you have to find and count them. So on each page there's going to be a few different tactiles, a flap, and kind of a little math counting concept. Excuse me. A great little series there. I Want to Be an Astronaut. We have another book like this called I Want to Be a Lion Tamer. And both of these books kind of highlight these out of the blue careers that we don't really talk about a whole lot, like a race car driver, here's a stuntman, an archaeologist, and everything. This book has to do with kind of like adrenaline filled careers, and then the Lion Tamer one kind of has to do with the animal career. So like there's like a safari guide, and then there's a veterinarian, a zookeeper, and things like that, a dog walker. But at the very end, it's about these two kids, and they say, I want to be this when I grow up. At the very end, they say, you know what, we don't really need to decide what we're going to be right now. We can just play pretend, and we can be all of them at one time, which is a really cool thing for kids to do. Next is the 5-minute bedtime stories. It comes with this really soft cover, a really nice ribbon so you can mark your place when you're finished. We have 11 different stories in this book, and again, they are really short, 5 minutes. So for those kids who don't really have the greatest attention span yet, we have these really great illustrations for them to look at while you're reading. Or here's a table of contents. Or if you're holding it and reading it, they're not as long as some of the other stories that you would read your children at bedtime, where they would lose interest real quick. So here's one story. And look, it's over. So it's, again, a really quick read. You put the bookmark right in when you're done. There's no continuing stories, so it's very easy to stop at the end of the night. Excuse me. The last one I have to share with you is the Big Book of Colors. And I love this book because it's, one, huge, and there are really a lot of colors to go over in here. So first, you turn in here, and there's this great color wheel that you can kind of turn around, and the kids can have fun seeing which colors look good, which ones match, and things like that. And then it starts off with blue, and there's this nice little color bar up here, and it kind of helps kids to anticipate what's coming next. So what color do you think is coming next? Green, and then it goes from green to yellow, and it has all kinds of different shades of yellow, different tints and things like that, and hues. And then at the very end, it has this really neat clear page here, and it goes from side to side, and it shows what happens when you mix colors. So here's a blue fruit, and when you put the yellow fruit on top of it, it becomes green because you just mix the colors. And then all the colors it goes through. So those were some baby and toddler books that we have. We have so many other ones on the website. If you have any questions or you need any recommendations about ones I didn't go over in the video, please ask me. I would love to share with you. I will see you back at the next video. Bye!